Hi everybody, Deborah and Bandit here, and today we are going to tell you some of the things that we run across when we're out on the road. It's different. Today, like I said, we're going to cover some of the things that I've run into on the road, and some of it you just wouldn't really expect that you're going to see. For example, it used to be, I'm sorry, I got to put my sunglasses back on. Y'all hold on. It used to be that when you were in the Southwest, you could expect to run into Border Patrol checkpoints, for example. Now I hear that they're all over the country. So I'm going to share with you what I do when I am approaching a border checkpoint or any kind of roadblock that has been set up by LEOs. And LEO is law enforcement officers. This particular one is a Border Patrol stop. And one of the things that I always do is I make sure that I have my sunglasses up, both hands on the wheel, not my dog in my lap, but I'll tell you a funny story in a moment about him and a Border Patrol guy. And I have my window rolled down. So by the time I pull up, they see both hands on the wheel, they can see my eyes, my window's rolled down, and also yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and thank you goes a long way. And I've never had an issue at any of the stops, even in a white van that looks like it might be concealing something. So that's my tip for that. So here's a funny story about Bandito. He is from originally Mexico, and I got him in Nogales, Arizona, and he was, they do a trade there between the Nogales, Mexico Animal Control and the SPCA in Nogales, Arizona. So he really is originally from Mexico. And so at one Border Patrol stop one time, this guy goes, anybody else on board? The kind of things that they ask you is, where have you been? Where are you going? Anybody else traveling with you? Sometimes they'll ask about plants and things, like if you're going into California or someplace that's restricted. But usually it's just anyone else in the rig with you. And they'll ask, are you a U.S. citizen? And of course I say yes, and yes sir. And then he said, what about the dog? And he was just cutting up. And I said, well, actually, he is from Mexico, but he's been naturalized. And he didn't. And then he finally laughed, and he's like, go on. But anyway, that cracks me up because El Bendito is from Mexico. Now, one thing that I ran into one time that I just totally was not expecting, and you have to be ready for anything really, whether it's wild animals or even a hitchhiker that stumbles in front of me. I've had that happen before. You have to be ready for anything. And so I came over the hill going into Van Horn and had to hit my brakes, and things slid in the RV. Even though I was going slow, I think I was only doing like 45, because a truck was stuck in the road. And I don't mean like stuck, I mean like grounded into the asphalt pavement. He wasn't going anywhere for a while, and they had people diverting traffic, and traffic was backed up, and it was just a mess. And so you really have to be ready for anything that you might come up and see on the road. And when you're driving something that is heavy, and you know, you just can't drive as fast as you normally do. You have to have extra brake time. You guys know all of that. But it amazes me that I see people, even in big RVs, that will pass me, even in no passing zones, and taking risk and everything. And I just encourage you not to do that, because you just never know, and when you're going to run across an unusual checkpoint or something. And so I want to close with asking you, what have you run into? Because I know a lot of you are out on the road, even part-time, and leave that in the comments below, and leave your safety tips of how you handled it. And also, as always, I'm stumbling today. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I am trying to reach 20,000. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and click all so that you get all notifications when I put up a new video. And guys, I have a very special announcement. Robert is going to join me tomorrow night on my Friday Night Live. It's one that you're not going to want to miss. So please check it out. Watch for the link to come up on YouTube and click that tomorrow. And then you will be notified and you can set a reminder because you're going to want to be there. We'll see you down the road, everybody. Bye.